So a lot of you sent me articles to a link that is describing the new curse that is going to be the main plot device of Season 7, and then a lot of you also sent me links to Adam Horowitz's tweet in regards to Season 7, Episode 3's title, and I figured I'd make a video describing both of them, or discussing both of them, because so many of you guys sent me links to these various topics, and I thought it'd be a fun discussion. So let's discuss the curse, because the curse is the part I'm the least interested in, because it seems very cut and paste, but also twisty. So it's, it's new, so it's not like a complete cut and paste. But overall, I find it to be a cut and paste. Now, I have the article from Entertainment Weekly, and there are just bits of it that I pulled out in order to, hone in on. So the first part of the article that I thought it was interesting, where it said, somehow the quartet, being Hook, Rumple, Henry, and Regina, no Emma, ends up under a new curse, and it's up to Henry's daughter Lucy to get them all to believe once again. So that has me believing that this new curse removes their memories, which I hate. I hate that aspect so much. I do not like memories being removed, because we've seen it so many times. It's very Once Upon a Time. At this point, it wouldn't be a Once Upon a Time without it. But I think that the writers and producers would be able to make, a different plot more interesting. A lot of you guys have been saying that you love the fact that, there's a new Cinderella because it's a different storyline. Well, it may be a different Cinderella with a different storyline, but guess what? There's now almost the same curse. So the next part of it was, it's important for Lady Tremaine to be royal, and why it's important for her to crush everyone else. That's the story of the curse. So essentially, the curse is going to be fleshed out over time, because the last part of the article says Lady Tremaine is the new big bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean she cast the curse. So that means someone else might have done it, but at the same time, she could have possibly have done it. So it's, again, an evil royal or socialite, because Lady Tremaine in any of the Cinderella versions is not royal at all. She's not a princess, she's not a queen, she's a socialite. She's wealthy, and she's trying to essentially enhance her wealth. Now, a part of the curse that's a bit more interesting is the role of Lady Tremaine has taken is very similar to that of being a developer in Hyperion Heights. So the curse is interesting in this idea, where Lady Tremaine is trying to gentrize the town, and also she's trying to kick the fairy tale characters out. So this is the part of the article that I also liked, where it said Lady Tremaine learned the lesson from Regina to keep these characters separate, which I think is hilarious, because, well, not hilarious. I think it's actually interesting, because if you keep them isolated, it causes them to not be able to break it. So that's probably the best part about the article, is that it's a twisted, dark curse by keeping the characters separated. But, it seems like they have, no memories again, that those memories have to be returned. And at the same time, it also is essentially an angry royal casting it in order to get what she wants. Regina cast the first curse in order to, get revenge on Snow White, and she took it on everyone else, but she wanted revenge because of her because of her loss of love. So Lady Tremaine clearly just wants to cast this curse in order to maintain powerful and in charge. She's going to be a developer in Hyperion Heights. One part about this curse I do think is also interesting is Hyperion Heights doesn't seem to be completely created by the curse, but like a suburb of it is created, because it's a city. So it's like I believe the way the article described it is, it's Brooklyn is an aspect or as part of New York City. So Hyperion Heights seems to be, I guess it gets like a little like block that's fairy tale characters that she's trying to kick out, because she doesn't want anyone to mess them up. So then that's the part of the curse, or that's the part of the discussion based on the curse. It's interesting, but it's also, we've seen this. So what do you guys think about her trying to keep everyone away? I guess that's the real big interesting part. And do you think she cast it? If not, who do you think cast it? My guess is she cast it, because Henry, way back in season 6, in the season 6 finale, he seemed shocked that the curse was coming, because, he just, he was trying to fight it looked like, at least from my interpretation of the episode. However, maybe he just cast it, was like, oh crap, and ran. But my guess is that Lady Tremaine, or someone that she knew, cast it. She's a very good manipulator. My favorite thing about Lady Tremaine, for any Cinderella incarnation, is she's very, very manipulating. She can, get what she wants without laying a finger on you. And that's why she's such a cool villain. But at the same time, Once Upon a Time, I like when they hone in on the magic villains. And, I guess twisting her to be magical, if that's the case, is cool. But I kind of like that she wasn't a villain, and I kind of just like the Disney interpretation of her in what they did in that one episode. Like, she seems very one episode-ish, so they're going to have to do a lot of creative manipulating to her story in order to make her, a full-on villain, and a stronger villain that can, attack a whole town, I should say. So that's the curse. So share your thoughts about the curse in the comments below. Then the next part of the article is, or the article, the video, is the episode title for Season 7, Episode 3. And that is The Garden of Forking Paths. Now, I'm assuming Hyperion Heights is going to be focused on Henry. Pirate's Life will be focused on Hook. And then The Garden of Forking Paths will be focused on Cinderella. The garden is a very, very pinnacle point in Cinderella because essentially when she gets to make the choice as to whether or not she wants to go to the ball or stay at home, then she makes a choice to go to the ball. So I'm guessing it's focused on her because, like I said, the garden is where Cinderella makes her big choice to do what she wants to do. And maybe, it's twisted so that way she makes a bigger choice or a different choice than what we would expect. So I like the title. Once Upon a Time titles are always really interesting because they always seem to be two-folded. So I'm really curious to see what the other part of the fold is. Also, the garden, it's slightly representing to Eden because you think garden, you generally think Garden of Eden. And, Eve had a choice to bite or not bite the apple. She chose to bite it, causing the first sin, etc. But Cinderella, maybe she makes a bad choice and she doesn't decide to go to the ball. But she does get her, in the sneak peek, she is in her blue gown, so I'm guessing that she goes. I'm just really curious as to what choices that she has in front of her, and maybe she regrets picking the other one later on in the series. So anyway, those are the two news stories, new curse, new episode title. I'm really curious what you guys have to say about them. I like the title. I do like the title. The curse, I'm half for, half against, but the way I would have liked to have done the curse is have it be really destructive and maybe trying to kill people or something like that. I mean, it sounds kind of mundane for me to even say that, but like the Snow Queen's curse was awesome because it was turning people against each other to have them wipe each other out. Zelena didn't do a curse, but she was trying to, go back in time. So they could have had a really powerful spell, but didn't need to be another dark curse. But that's just me. But the Garden of Forking Paths is a solid episode title. So share your thoughts in the comments below about the title and the curse. I'll put a link to the Entertainment Weekly article in the video description. And thank you for watching my review. If I get any more content up, if I hear any more news stories, I should say, I'll try to get the content up before I go. If not, this could be the last video from the week from me before I go to France. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll talk real soon. All right, guys. Bye.